Kyle Matrician with Terrier Vision, back at the 2016 NCAA Regionals in Tuscaloosa, joined by Wofford Jr. Andrew Novak. Andrew, just finished up your third and final round of the Tuscaloosa Regional. Final round, even par 72. You finished the championship 1 over par 217. Lowest 54-hole score of any Terrier to ever come out to regionals, so quite an accomplishment right there. Talk about your round today in general and your thoughts on your performance overall.
Yeah, today's round was a lot different than the first two. I actually hit it well today and didn't make the putts that I was making before, so it was the same result, but it was just a different way to get there. Saw some good things, but just didn't quite do enough.
Like you said, some of those putts just didn't fall today that fell for you yesterday, but what you were doing well today was your tee shots and hitting your drives. You hit a lot of fairways, put yourself in really good position. Started on 10, you came into the round 4 shots back of the mark needed to qualify for NCAA finals. You got into the red on 11 with a birdie. Walk us through that birdie on 11.
Yeah, I'd really been struggling with that tee shot the last 2 days. I worked on it on the range and finally got it down, hit it way down there in the fairway, and hit a pretty good wedge shot up there close and made the putt. That's how you're supposed to play the hole, and just glad I was able to figure it out.
Then you head to the par 3 17th, still 1 under on your round. Pin placement kind of similar to where it was yesterday. You flew it in there, you used the ridge, the ball rolled in nicely to about 6 feet or so. You were able to make that putt. What were you seeing looking down 17?
Yeah, they didn't really change the pin too much. The distance was the same, so I just hit the same shot as yesterday, and it was perfect. I mean, it was right down there close, right where you want to putt to, right where you want to putt to the hole from, and made the putt. So that was good.
Then you head to 18, where you hit an incredible putt yesterday, 100 feet long. Your tee shot on 18 today into the wood chips, but an incredible second shot to get to within about 25 feet. Unfortunately, a 3-putt bogey there today. 18th green, not so kind. Just run us through the 18th.
Well, there's water over there. I didn't want to hit the water, so I chose the trees, and had a good shot out from there. It wasn't quite 25 feet. It was maybe 40 feet. Let's be a little kind here.
All right.
So yeah, but no, it was just hit a terrible putt. Just completely misjudged it and came up way short, and then missed the second one. Sloppy bogey there.
So then you make the turn, you head to the front, 1 under on your round, a bogey on 1, but then you bounce back with a birdie at the short par 4 second. Walk us through that hole. You eagled it in the first round. Walk us through what you did on that hole today.
Yeah, I like the hole. It's a short hole that you gotta use angles with. You gotta be creative, and I knew with where the pin was today, easiest place to get to the pin was left. Hit a good drive. I was short and left, and I was able to use the slope to get it close to the hole, and easy putt from there.
Joined now by Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Vic Lipscomb, after Andrew Novak's final round of the 2016 NCAA Men's Golf Regionals in Tuscaloosa. Coach Lipscomb, what'd you see out there from Andrew today?
All 3 days, Andrew played great. He had a lot of birdies and eagles, and of course he had some bogeys, but this is a really tough course, and I'm proud of him. He hung in there, he chipped well, he putted well. You know, this is a big stage. This is as big a stage as it gets in college golf, and he handled it without any problem.
How do you think that'll affect him heading into next year, having that experience and maybe getting the team back here next year?
Well, I think that he'll be the Southern Conference Player of the Year next year, and the team's going to make it back. You know, we're going to bring everybody back wherever we play it next year. Looking forward to it.
And we'll talk about his final round a little bit. Yesterday, on Tuesday, seemed to struggle off the tee. A lot of his putts were going in. He was able to scrape out an even par 72. Final round, another even par 72. Not as many putts sank for him today, but the tee shots were much more consistent and a lot more pars on the scorecard.
That is very correct. He hit the ball really good today. Didn't quite make the putts he made the first 2 days, but this was a low maintenance round. We didn't worry too much. You know, this was an easy 72, not a hard one. So that's the way we like it. We don't want to sweat too much.
All right, Coach. And lastly, your thoughts just on getting back out here and hoping to come back again next year.
Well, that's the object of playing. We want to play. We want to win the national championship. That's our goal every year when we start our practices in September. And to do that, we got to get the team here. We got to get some great players into Wofford, and I think we've got some coming. And looking so forward to next year, I think we might have the best team we ever had.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck next season.
Thanks, Kyle.
Almost the second major highlight of the tournament for you. Almost holed out on the par 3 fourth. Ball lands about the center of the green, catches the ridge, and is tracking toward the hole and just burns the edge of it. Walk us through the par 3 fourth.
Yeah, I'd struggled on it the last couple of days, and I knew the pin was a little easier today. It was in the back of the green at the bottom of that slope. I couldn't quite see the hole, so I didn't know how close it actually was. But I hit a good shot, and it rolled right by it. Didn't settle too close, which is unfortunate, but that was a good shot there.
Yeah, it left you with about 9-10 feet or so. 2 putted from there for par. And then you head to the 8th hole, still 1 under. 3-putt bogey, I believe, on 8. Sent you back to even, but then a nice way to finish, well, kind of a bittersweet way to finish things out on the 9th hole.
Yeah.
The drive goes in the water. You take a drop. Second day in a row that drive's going in the water for you on 9.
Thanks.
You take a drop. You're lying 2. You hit your 3rd in real close on the 9th green, and you're able to save par. Walk us through that final hole.
Yeah, that was big because second day in a row, last hole put it in the water. That's not ideal, so I was just trying to make something good come out of it, and hit a good shot in there and hit a good putt and it went in. So that was nice to save par. That was a good way to end.
And lastly, your thoughts just on your play on the tournament overall.
Yeah, I thought I played well. You know, you got to play really well to move on in this. Being an individual, only one goes through. So I was happy with how I played. Obviously, it wasn't enough, but there's definitely more good than bad this week.
All right, well, congratulations. A tie for 17th. The low individual of the 10 individuals that were invited to the Tuscaloosa Regional, so quite an accomplishment there.
Thank you. Thank you.